running just as fast as you can. You can. Running just as fast as you can. 'Cause we're running.
Let's talk about health and fitness today. We're here with Miranda Panda, my co-host, Fred Coscia, Barbara, you can sit down, relax, Alesya, and Jen Feldman, everybody. So we're going to have a great show. We're going to be talking about health and fitness because right now, this is the time of the year where everybody's worried about getting back in shape and learning about how they're going to eat and all that. So we got 3 great guests here today. And Miranda Panda, what do you think?
I think this is great, actually. I hope to do some working out in this hour, too.
Are you going to work out at all? You just relaxing
No,
today?
I hope so. I want to do a little working out.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
What do you planning getting back into the exercise mode, too, right?
I mean, I go
you're
to the
in
gym
good
once
shape.
in a while. Yeah, I try, but,
All right, well, let's sit down. We're going to talk. Oh, and we got to sit down. We got Dave Coello is going to come up from the Thrill Seekers and talk, too. So we got, all right, Barbara.
Hi.
So what's going on?
Not much.
Not much, huh? So you had a rare occurrence with your health and stuff, and that's how you got into health and fitness, like in nutrition and stuff.
Well,
because these people out here want to know,
Well, I have systemic lupus. I was actually diagnosed in 2001.
2001.
And so what systemic lupus is, it's an autoimmune disease. So basically the body attacks the good cells.
Yeah. No, yeah. So what did you do to get it,
Well, I've been in remission for quite a while.
Yeah.
When I was first diagnosed, I had a flare-up, and basically the symptoms were extreme fatigue. I had a lot of joint pain. It was hard for me to walk. I had a rash, high fever, and it took me a while to recuperate. And when I was first diagnosed with lupus, I was actually put on Plaquenil. That's a medication.
Okay.
And I've been off Plaquenil now for about 6 years. So I'm actually on no medication.
Wow.
Yeah. I attribute the fact that I've been in remission for so long due to eating properly and exercise.
Eating properly, yeah. And so, did you go to a nutritionist? How did you
No, basically,
seek help
what's helped me is I've always been into fitness, pretty much all my life. I became a personal trainer a few years ago, so I'm certified, and that's helped me.
Wow.
So I pretty much always knew how to eat. Plus, I always lived a nice, healthy lifestyle, and I always pretty much ate clean. That's not to say that every now and then I don't cheat and have a slice of cake.
So do you have other people that come to you that work out with you that have your the lupus or any kind of problem
I do
like that?
have clients that have chronic disorders, like I have a client that has arthritis. I have a client that has heart disease. I don't have any other clients that actually have lupus. I'm the only one.
Lupus, yeah.
I think a lot of people have
Wow.
lupus these days, though.
It's funny because years ago I didn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
No one knew I had lupus. I mean, if you look at me, you wouldn't even know.
No,
Yeah.
you-
It's
right,
only
yeah.
until I get a flare up
Yeah.
and then I get sick, and that's when you realize that I'm not well.
Wow.
But it's a silent disease.
It is.
Sometimes you don't even know. And then you have there are some patients that suffer from lupus, or people that suffer from lupus that, they show,
Right.
they have the
Right.
scar on their face. And
Is there anything drastic that you have to do to put it in remission, or?
No, every individual's different.
Yeah.
Every individual's different.
Mhm.
I'm pretty lucky, and I don't know if I'm lucky because I've always worked out and I've always eaten properly.
Right.
That's helped me
Yes. Yeah,
in comparison to someone else.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, so we see you exercising out there. Is there any other exercises that
That I do?
That you could tell people to work on, like to get them going, motivate them.
Oh,
I mean, we got
sure.
Jen Feldman
Yeah.
and Alesya.
Yeah.
They got to show us some things too. But do you have anything special that you do?
Well, I teach circuit. I also teach sculpting classes. I work with weights and
Weights.
cardio. I teach TRX. It's
Yeah. What is TRX?
TRX is a suspension unit that you use, and you use body weight. So
Body
it
weight.
hangs from a particular anchor, and you use your body weight.
So body weight is better than using weights, you think? Or-
Not necessarily, but that doesn't, it's just a different form of
Yeah.
working out. A lot of people think that they need to go to a gym and use expensive equipment to work out, and that's not necessarily true. You can use body weight,
Right.
a push-up, squats,
Squats, yeah.
and you don't need a lot of equipment.
Well,
Later
it's all depends what your goals are.
Right.
So, some people looking to gain weight, some people looking to lean out. So it's all depends.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can work with heavy weights or, medicine ball.
Right.
Medicine ball.
Or no weights at all, just your body.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is Alesya. What's your last name now?
Bikeeva.
Bikeeva. She came straight from
Yeah.
Russia. She had to go meet her family in Russia. She came back just to do this show today, Miranda.
Very jet lagged.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but, so what do you think about the exercises?
Well, like I said, it all depends. I work with a ballet bar along a lot of
Ballet. She says ballet. It's,
Yeah, ballet.
In Russian, it's ballet.
Cool, I like that.
Yeah.
In English, it's ballet, right?
Yeah,
But it's the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, it's a lot of dancing movement, a lot of plie and squats, a lot of legs involved.
Yeah.
But I also believe in weights. That's what's changed my body.
Right.
And just taking classes, all kind of classes. So it could be TRX, it could be soul cycling or body pump, Zumba, whatever.
Zumba.
So yeah, it's just it's not enough. So I believe that weights should be involved, and that's what changed my body. So
Yeah,
yeah,
wow.
it's I believe in it.
Do you work out in Russia? Do they have a lot of gyms and stuff? In Russia that
Well, now yes, it's
Yeah.
it's
Fitness is
progressing
big
a
in
lot.
Russia too now, right?
Yeah, a lot
So-
of dancing and tennis and soccer. So
Wow, yeah.
now they're building a lot of gyms, so
Gyms,
people actually
yeah.
can walk in and work out, and
Because ballet is very
So-
difficult.
it is difficult.
Ballet is
It's a
very
lot of
difficult,
discipline,
yeah.
and yes.
It's beautiful because when you look at a ballerina, for instance, or a dancer, their muscles are nice and long.
Yes,
They're not
correct.
short.
Yeah.
And they have such beautiful elongated bodies, and their posture's just so beautiful.
What do you have any like a dance routine that you do that you could show the people like a little?
Yes, yes, because I also I need like a ballet bar, but not
Oh,
necessarily.
there
Not tomorrow.
no ballet bar here. Should have brought one in, right?
I mean, you can actually help me, yeah.
I can stand and pretend you can ballet
What
bar.
about a chair?
I'm serious,
Can
it'll
we use a
work.
chair?
We could be
Yeah,
like
that's,
this.
yeah, we
Can we get a chair?
A chair would work.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Also, we got Dave Coello. Come here, Dave. Come in. Dave Coello from the Thrill Seekers. He's yeah. All right. Yeah, bring the chair in, Dave. Wait. Hey, there he is.
What do you want?
So,
It's
yeah.
Dave Coello. He also
There we
is
go. I'm also personal fitness.
personal fitness
Specialist.
trainer. We got all health fitness people here, so anybody in the audience wants to ask a question, any of the three, Jen, we're going to get to you in a minute.
No rush.
Jen is meditating right now. She does a lot of meditation, Jen. But go ahead, Alesya.
Yeah, so you can easily work, just put yourself on the ground like this, or you can lift yourself up and just go kind of like this and work with your legs.
So you could do that at home, right? Just
Yeah, yes, and
Yeah.
it could be a lot of squats and,
Uh-huh.
so plie. So as you see, you can work, on your thighs fully, hamstrings,
Right.
quads, gluteus maximus, which is most important.
So and then that tones your body too, right? With
Yes,
all those type of
absolutely. It's a
movements.
lot of core and, pretty much.
Stability, too.
Mostly, yeah, stability. So a lot of fluidity in the movement. So yeah.
Uh-huh. Could you hear her out there? You could hear her good? Okay, good. Go ahead. Alesya, I'm sorry.
Well, it's so much I can demonstrate.
Well,
So we can, yeah, it's a lot of squats, like a plie like this, and it's so much. I also use weights, so it's not just your body. You can. I wish I could have something.
yeah, for the weights, right?
Yeah.
It also enhances your range of motion, right, because of the flexibility.
Pulses and pulls downs and so. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
That's very high. Awesome.
Right.
Truthfully, there's so many things that you could do at home using a chair. You can do push-ups, you can do dips.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, dips? When are we gonna do?
I'll show you.
All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think I know what a dip
It's
is.
dip.
So a
This is a
dip
dip,
actually
everybody.
works the
Dippity
triceps.
doo-dah.
So
A dippity.
Yeah.
if you've never done a dip before, I would recommend that you start with the knees bent, so you come down and up. Just don't overstretch the shoulder. You don't want to hurt your shoulder, so you come down 90 degrees. And as you progress, your feet come out, and you come down and you come up, down and up, extend the leg, put the legs up. You can
Right.
do push-ups. It's an
Push-ups.
incline push-up. It's gonna work your chest.
Your
Right.
chest and also your triceps.
Your
If you notice when she
triceps.
goes down, how her triceps are actually displaying more. Because right here in back of the arms, like that's all press and movement.
Right.
Right.
And you can work your abdominals. You can do flutter kicks. It's gonna work your hip flexors and your lower abdominals. You can do knee tucks. There's so many
Knee
things
tucks.
that you can do at
That's right.
home.
Yes.
And you don't necessarily need to join a gym and spend so much money on an expensive membership.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people use the excuse that, oh, I can't work out because I don't have money to join a gym. But the truth of the matter is, start walking, then progress into jogging, progress into
What
running.
about going up and down stairs? Is that?
Absolutely.
That's good, right?
Absolutely.
That's if
That's
you
a
can-
lot of cardio.
That's right. It's a lot of cardio. at the same
Cardio,
time.
right.
As long as you're doing something, you keep yourself moving, right? That's
Right.
when you're going to see results.
Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
The key here is get moving.
That's right.
Get moving.
active.
Get
Movement
active,
is life.
right?
And Dave, all you people out there that are into exercise and health and fitness and stuff, you're doing
Yeah.
a contest right now, right? Well, not a contest. It's a.
Actually, I just finished, well, one of the few things that I'm doing right now, I just got a call back from American Ninja Warrior. right? And hopefully, if everything works out okay, I'll be able to join them.
Cool. That's awesome.
You know, and then the other thing I just finished is CrossFit. I just got a level 1 trainer, training for that particular, I guess, training movement, right? And then the other thing that I'm doing right now is something that I've been working on for a long time. And one of the things that I really like is corrective exercise, which I just got my certification a few months back from NASM, right? And one of the things that we do is, let's say you see a lot of people working out, but people sometimes they do the wrong workout. So you know how people tell you, practice makes perfect. But if you practice wrong, you're gonna make the wrong mistakes over and over, and you're gonna make that perfect wrong mistake, and you're gonna damage your body.
Exactly.
Right. So one of the things that I do.
Prolonged
Yes,
injury.
exactly. Prolonged injury, and then you're going to weaken your body, right? But one of the things that, they were saying before, if you start doing something, you activate yourself, right? Actually, your bones become more dense. You're able to take more hits. You're prone to injury more.
Right, yeah. It's like what we do with the football.
Yeah, we play
go
football on
flying in the snow on Sundays. Play football.
Yeah.
Dave goes up for catches that not even a 15-year-old kid could do. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but it shows
But
you
he
that
works
age
out,
is
and
nothing.
it's just a,
Age is just a number.
Just a number. Wow.
Yeah, so you're going to be on American Jewelry?
Well, hopefully, they already gave, they send me the second quote back. I sent my
Yeah.
second profile, and if everything works out okay, I'll be able to go for the tryouts,
Cool.
which will be incredible.
That is cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, me too.
And Jen here, this is Jen Feldman, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Came in too. Jen Feldman's from Long Island, and she's doing very well in health and fitness.
Yes.
And so what is your claim to fame? You like to have fun doing
I
it,
like to
right?
have fun, so
Yeah.
in order for bone health, you have to put with the challenger bone, you gotta put some torque on the bone. So we don't really have any weights. This is not really gonna do it.
Weights.
Is this? So,
Right.
So let's try this, right? Oh, I'm gonna work the bones, right? And then for your gluteus muscles, I have very big ones.
Wow.
You have to challenge.
Tell me
you have
about
to
it.
challenge them. So if you have 2-pound weights in each hand, when you're working your glutes are just gonna laugh at that. I go, what is this? You have to challenge them. So when it comes to your glutes, you want to use some heavy muscles. When it comes to your shoulders, you want to use some light weights because shoulders are a small muscle. So that's just my funny way of teaching that lesson, basically. Small weights for the smaller muscles. And you want to use heavy weights when it comes to your glutes after you've learned the exercises correctly.
Yes.
So
And
heavy weights
progress.
is better for your glutes.
You want to mix it up.
Yeah,
I
mix it up.
love what she did. I love
Yeah.
the bar workouts. That's
Oh, the
definitely
bars,
a
yeah.
staple for my workouts, for sure. Yeah.
And also, you got
But
different
mix
routines.
it. Sometimes
Yeah.
heavy, sometimes
Exactly.
light.
Yeah.
Come at it from different angles.
Anybody
She
just
showed.
tuning in,
Yeah.
this is a health and fitness show with Dave Coello,
Let's do that.
Barbara, Jen, and Alicia, and
Miranda.
Miranda
And you can
Panda.
find
You'd
no
think. He
excuses.
knows me for like 9 years.
No, I wanted to say Miranda. Well, you're a co-host,
Yeah.
but all
I'm
right.
not.
But anyway,
Yeah,
Too
there's no
good
excuses.
today.
You can always find something to lift up. You can lift
Yeah.
up Miranda, you can lift
yeah,
up a
you can lift
chair.
up. Wow.
Find
Use
something.
cans, water bottles.
Right, exactly.
Anything. You're right.
Anything.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that you need to switch it up. I mean,
Switch it
have
up.
you ever gone to the gym? This is what kills me. And you see the person that's been going to the gym for 5 years and does the same routine. For instance,
Right.
they're on the
Yes.
treadmill 45 minutes at the same speed, same incline, and that's all they do.
And that's not good.
They never
No,
see
you
a
have
change?
to right. They never
That's
see
right.
a change, and they wonder why their body isn't changing. Change it up. For
That's
a
very,
few
very-
months,
yeah.
do circuit training. Then go back to traditional bodybuilding.
Yes.
Then take a spin class. Take a bar class. Take any type of class. Take
walk.
Zumba. Just switch it up. Because the body likes to
Shock
be
the muscle,
challenged.
that's right,
Right, shock, exactly. Shock the muscle.
And also, one of the other things that is coming up right now is like they're saying that in the United States we got 33% of all people are obese, right? Change the way you eat.
Right.
Change a few things, like stop drinking juice, drink
Poor
water.
little fat kid never ate enough.
But you gotta see it. It's
Yeah.
really bad. I mean,
Yeah.
diabetes is
Yeah.
incredible right now in the United
Heart
States.
disease.
18% of young adults, teenagers, are actually obese in the United States also.
I mean, did you know that a 12-ounce can of Coke contains almost 10 teaspoons of sugar. If you take your sugar cup and take 10 teaspoons and put it into a plastic bag, when you look at it from that perspective, you're going to be shocked.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, we're all busy with our schedules, and rhythm of our lives is just hectic, and not many people have ability to work out or find a gym,
Yes.
or just tune into a sort of activity. But you can always, absolutely always, follow each
See, the thing is too,
one.
but the thing is, like, people to change, right? I mean, Jen probably knows this, the psychicness of it. Like, how do you convert them to change, want to change? Like, what do you think? I mean,
They gotta want
everybody-
to change first.
I
Well,
think people have to want to change
That's right.
within themselves.
but what could trick their body into changing, you think?
What could trick a person's?
Well,
know,
not
say-
body, but maybe mentally.
Reword that.
Yeah.
Well,
I
if
think
they,
it's mental.
they say, I'm not going to do it today. I'm not, they're like on the verge of doing something, but they don't.
Honestly, what I found, I'm only 30, but what I found in people
Yeah.
and clients is that people usually have to hit a bottom, whether it's addiction, and food is an addiction. Food is a highly addictive substance. It has opiate properties just comparable to cocaine.
That's right.
Oreos supposedly more so than cocaine. So honestly, what I think is most people have to hit their bottom. Everyone's bottom is different.
Yeah.
I can talk about my dad. He has heart issues. He's first you got to tap. Let's tell this guy change it. He didn't change. Let's kick him. Now he has serious issues he has to work on because he didn't pay attention. He should have changed. So everyone
Right.
has now. This is his bottom to change. For me, it was back pains. It was putting on weight. It was
Yeah.
not feeling good. It was having autoimmune response. So everyone has a different bottom, and I think that they need their own individualistic wake up call.
Yeah.
But also, I think, just to elaborate what Freddie was saying, they do got a bottom,
Yeah.
right? And once they hit that rock bottom, they want to change.
Right.
But I think also, I think he wanted to find out, how do you make them stay with it?
Right.
You
And
know?
make it enjoyable. That's
Yeah,
my
exactly.
thing. You have to
Exactly.
laugh.
Yeah.
If you're not laughing, if you're not having pleasure in
That's
your
true.
life,
Yeah.
goodbye. That's why I make healthy munchies, because if you don't feel like you're having that taste pleasure, taste is a pleasure I think we're all entitled to have as humans. And if you don't have that, what's the point of living? You
Yeah.
you can still eat super healthy and look like her and look
Yeah.
amazing.
Do you want to show your
and
thing?
say if you want.
Sure you-
But
Yeah,
you have to
cookies,
have
yeah,
pleasure.
yeah.
You have to
I like
But,
them. They're so cute.
you don't have that smile. Then,
Yeah, she
nah.
so this is your, you make like different
Yeah.
things for,
Yeah,
This
she
is
makes
called
little
Rescue Bites.
little cookies, and they're called the Life with Genergy. I thought
Yeah,
that was so
Life with
cute
Genergy.
because her
and what
name's
do they have
Jess.
in them, really? You can't really.
It says sunflower butter, peanut butter, coconut flakes, hemp seed,
Hemp-
camu berry. Some have vitamin D, 600 IU, some don't.
Right.
And almonds and pumpkin
So it's
seeds.
all energy, that's why,
It's all pure. If you have an autoimmune disease,
Right.
peanut butter probably best to take that out and just do the almonds. But fine, good. It's all essential fats the brain needs, the nerves need.
yeah.
So basically I invented those because every single client that's ever come to me has been missing essential fats.
Yeah,
And instead
so
of
they-
telling them to do it in a boring way, that's
So
fine.
you give it
And
to
it's
them.
like-
The key is just
It's
stay
fun.
away from processed
Stay away from
foods
the
and-
junk
Yes,
and
eat
have
clean.
What is
have
your
fun
diet,
options.
Alesya? What is, like, these should consist of, like,
Well, high protein diet. So yes, clean carbs, a lot of dark green vegetables, but protein.
protein?
So yes, and just eat consistently. Like every 2-3 hours, you gotta feed your body, feed your muscle. So and then your body not in that zone where it's actually saved fat. So it's
Right.
used as a store of energy. So you just have to feed your body every 3 hours.
Yeah. It's just so hard today, right? Because you got the Burger Kings, McDonald's, it's fast food.
Yes.
So when you're on the road,
They constantly pushing that in your face.
they're pushing it in
Right,
your
but
face.
we can the benefits of
Of
today's
eating right.
living. It's actually we have absolutely everything on the shelves. We can pack some healthy snacks with us, some protein bars and bake some clean goodies and We can prepare meals and just
Yeah.
place it to
Yeah,
go.
that's
You
the
don't
best.
have to really stop at McDonald's. And
But even if you do stop at McDonald's, let's just say, because I've been in in situations where there's absolutely nothing to eat, and I don't really go to McDonald's. However, when you go to McDonald's, instead of having something fried or
That's
have the burger,
Yeah, you can still have a
get the
salad,
grilled chicken and the
chicken.
salad.
Totally,
If you don't
yes.
want to eat the white bread, then get rid of the bread. Chop up the chicken. I mean,
You can still make the best out of whatever you got. And
exactly.
which-
Totally.
That's
yes.
my point. Make the
Yeah.
best of what you have with what you have.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to go for the Big Mac and
That's
the
right.
fries.
You
Skip
know-
the fries.
And also something that Jen
Get the
was saying.
fries, everybody.
Skip the
Throw 'em
fries.
out. You don't want those fries today.
Something-
Get 'em out.
Something that Jen was saying is like, your body does need fat, and people don't realize, but the fat doesn't have to be like, let's say, Big Mac or something like that.
Saturated.
Yeah, exactly. It could be other things, You could actually have peanut butter, you could have something else, right? And it actually, it feeds your brain. It feeds part, as long as you have your macronutrients, which will be carbs, protein, and fat, you'll do okay, But just find them the easy way. I mean, if you're gonna eat something, and you want to cheat a little or whatever you want, you could. But just find the best out of it. Like she was saying, if you go out there, you go to McDonald's, get chicken, get salad, and you still do okay. And one of the things that I think stay away from totally is soda. Doesn't matter what it is,
Soda,
just stay away
yeah.
from soda. And even worse than soda, stay away from anything that's diet.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink regular soda than drink a diet soda.
Yeah, they say that's
Diet.
worse for you. So
Yeah. Right? Do you guys agree with that?
yeah, chemicals.
But sometimes when something's diet or fat-free, they substitute the fat with sugar and salt.
That's right. And the chemical breakdown is so
Right.
big that it actually affects you in some way or another.
Exactly.
It breaks your
I
balance.
mean, all these additives, like your body just don't know.
Exactly.
So all this chemical stuff, and it's your body panicked, and it's like, okay, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me store it just in case.
Right.
So you can't really use it. You can, digest it, right? That's why all this diet stuff.
That's
you know,
right.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
heard that
work.
the diet stuff has like fake sugar, so it tricks
Right.
your body into thinking it's getting sugar, but it's not. So it's like burning stuff that it doesn't have, and I don't know, it's like does something that's like very weird. So it's actually better to drink the regular soda that has the sugar than to drink the one that has fake sugar.
Fake, instead of fake.
And also, there's things too, like, you want to take a little snack? Some of my snacks, if I need carbs, because sometimes I need my carbs, right? I'll have pumpernickel bagels, right? That actually turns into glycogen and releases your body
What is
little by
that?
little.
Yeah.
Pumpernickel bagels, anything that's dark breads, right? That's better for your system because it turns into glycogen, not
Yeah.
into sugar.
Correct.
So it actually is released through your body little by little, right? So let's say, I do a lot of races. I do a lot of mud races, Spartan races, right? And then you remember when I rode my bike from New York to Chicago?
Yeah, Dave rode his bike from here to Chicago. Anybody's done that?
Took me 9
Nobody
days.
I know has done that.
It was about 1,200 miles.
1,200
And,
miles. He wanted to do it in 2 days.
The
Wow.
other gentleman that we were going to remember, he's the one who thought he was going
Yeah.
to do it in 2 days. It
He
took me
flew
9
right
days.
down the Maryland Pike.
Yep, actually, he
Backwards.
fell off the cliff,
He fell off the cliff.
ended up in the hospital, almost died.
Oh my
Right.
God.
So don't ever go over your limitations.
No, know your limits. Also, same thing for working out. Know your limits.
What
Don't
actor
overdo
used to
it.
say that? You got to know your limitations. Anybody know gets a 99% a fat-free peanut
Cookie.
bar? No, I'm only kidding.
But with that said, you also have to, as you said, do know your limits, but you also have to give your body rest.
That's right.
Muscles grow when they're at rest. A lot of people think that
So
if
you
they
can't
go,
work out every day.
you can't work out every day.
Can't
You're
work
not
out
going to
every
work
day.
out the same
Recuperate.
body part.
That's right.
Exactly. You're not going to work the same body part
Yes.
2 days in a row. So
Right.
if you do legs on Monday, do legs on Wednesday or Thursday.
That's right.
But it's, a lot of people just have a lack of knowledge. So
Right.
they in the gym every day doing things over and over and
That's
over
right.
again. So, and then you have no result whatsoever because your body deserves rest and, you gotta recuperate.
That's right.
So after you exercise, what is the best thing to put in your body that will
Right
fulfill
away,
you?
protein shake.
Protein shake?
Yes. Yes, that's
Alright.
actually you gotta take it ASAP. So you have to drink a protein shake along with not just the protein itself, but you need sugars. That's the only time where you can feed yourself
In
with
the
sugar.
first 20 minutes of your
So
workout.
it's right after your workout. So
Is that what you do, Jen? Would you?
If I do a heavy workout, if I do a light workout that doesn't cause muscle tears, then I could pretty much have anything, like a smoothie or green juice after. It doesn't have to be super high protein. But if I do something that's going to do, like, let's say a 2-hour leg workout that's going to cause rips in the muscles, then definitely protein. I'm actually switching now to rice and pea protein because casein is very highly linked to cancer. So I would definitely tell everyone to stay away from casein or casein. Yeah,
Casey?
casein. Yeah, it's
What is that? What is it?
it's milk protein.
Oh,
Yeah.
milk protein, oh, yeah. No, that,
Results-wise, it will prevent the muscle breakdown. So beauty-wise, it can help bodybuilders, but disease-wise and cancer-wise,
Yeah.
probably best to stay away from it. And also autoimmune.
well, it's just
diseases.
like
Yeah.
a pot. It's they say it's great for the mental thing, but it's also, it's like smoking 6 cigarettes,
Yeah.
right?
It's true,
You know?
Actually, I went. There's a doctor that says that eating casein is worse than smoking cigarettes. So,
Wow.
yeah, that's a new one for me this week. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Who said that?
Who is it? It's Dr. Brian Clemens.
Brian Clemens.
Quote him. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I was in his lecture Wednesday. I said, okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a couple people off casein. Actually, I have a friend with MS severe who just went off a month, and her numbers, her immunity improved in 1 month off casein.
Wow.
Which is, it's new. I haven't seen the test results for it until that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty interesting.
Miranda, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask?
I don't know, I'm not sure. I
Sure
like
thing.
how our
You wanted to add
conversation
something.
is
No, I was
going.
going to say that now they have all these other options. They have a lot of protein, plant-based protein shakes now that you can make.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not,
plant-based.
yes, there's so
Yeah.
many options out there,
Well,
especially
they have it in the
now.
health food stores.
Yeah.
Right, and people that have gluten sensitivity
Yes.
can't have certain proteins, so they'll go with the plant-based protein.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
think it's all depends.
The bottom line is, it's basically what you leave out as far as the bad stuff. You know what I mean? Like, as far as certain foods, just leaving them out.
Yes.
And just, you
certain
know,
things you should leave out.
just leave out completely, right?
Well,
I mean,
not
that-
completely. Your body needs certain things. It depends on a system. So let's say I may
No,
need
but
more carbs.
I mean,
than
like
she needs.
sodas and
Yes.
all those
yes.
type
Those you should stay away from
things, yeah.
overall.
so that's it,
Try
yeah.
to, stay with non-processed stuff.
The
something-
basic stuff, like
Yeah,
right,
basic,
that's it.
real food, like
Right.
real food.
Nothing from a can, nothing from a box, really, if you can avoid it.
Expiring, if they got
Yeah.
a date to expire, stay away from that.
Right,
You
especially,
want like that.
You have a couple of people you bring from your fitness class. You want to do something with them? You want to show them?
well, I kind of showed some of the exercises. I just need a
Just
few
put-
chairs.
Bring them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get a couple of chairs? We're going to show a couple of exercises. Barbara Rodriguez, everybody. Barbara had a form of lupus, and she cured it by doing his exercise. Well, she didn't cure it completely, right, Barbara?
Yeah,
But
it's in remission.
it's in remission, and anybody out there that has a problem like us, if you want to speak to her, you could get it online, right? What's your website?
It's, my website is www.foreveragelessny.com.
Forever Ageless and
Yeah, it's just one word, Forever Ageless NY.
N1.
I have a-
NY.
I had a
NY.
question for you. Is lupus mainly a woman's disease, or is it, because a lot of people believe so?
Well, lupus targets more women
Yes.
than men. But men do have lupus, and men have died from lupus.
Yes.
It's really more of a woman's disease, but men do get it.
Because a lot of people, they think it's only men and women.
No, it's not.
But that's why I wanted you to
It's not.
clarify that.
And a lot, it really targets African American and Hispanic women.
And also,
So-
have you changed the way you eat? That helps you in any way?
Yes, yes.
Can you tell
yes.
us anything?
Well, yes, I try to eat foods that help with inflammation. For instance, I eat a lot of berries, strawberries, blueberries. I try to stay away from red meat,
Yes.
and I try to stay away from milk
Yes.
because they cause
Yes.
inflammation.
Fish oil. That's deflammatory, so would that help you?
The omegas? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. My friends make fun of me because I eat a lot of salmon She does.
So-
Every time we go out, I have salmon.
I love salmon.
But that's because of the omega.
And it reduces, the omega
It
actually
omega-
reduces the
yes, it
inflammation, right?
reduces the inflammation.
And something, I have asthma, so whenever I have dairy, I can't really breathe. So I stay away totally from dairy.
And it causes a lot of phlegm, right?
That's right, that's
Yep.
right. And it's also another thing, I don't know if you guys, the paleo diet, have you guys ever heard of it? Right? If you want to try out something like that, start with that diet and take out things that you don't want, like
Right.
grains or dairies. So this way you know what you're allergic to, and this way you know how your body's going to respond to it.
That's a good way.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to
Sure.
show a couple of exercises? All right, Barbara's going to show a couple of
Sideways.
exercises.
You can do, like I said before, you can do push-ups using a chair. So you can do push-ups. Just make sure that when you put the chair down, it's a sturdy chair. Don't use a chair that folds. So you just basically use your arms to push you
Just be
down
careful.
and push up, down, and up. And then you can turn around and you can do dips. This is gonna target the tricep
These are
area.
called dips.
Yeah, these dips.
Triceps.
So keep, yes, your triceps.
Yes, ma'am.
Just make sure that your body stays close to the chair and you go down and up, down and up. You can do step-ups. This works the glutes, the hamstrings, and the quads. So when you come down, start with the knee bent, not locked, and you come up and then down, up and down. Don't come down and keep the knee locked. You don't want to hurt your knee. You want to make sure that that joint is nice and soft. So you come up and down, up and down. So the emphasis is really on the quads and the glutes. What else can you do? You can do knee tucks. So you come, legs, extend the legs, bring the knees in towards the chest and out, in and out. And then you can do the flutter kicks. So these two exercises target the abdominals and then also the hip flexors, especially the flutter
How long
kick.
do you do them and how many?
Well, what I would do is if you're just starting out, you could do one set of each exercise and perform maybe 12 to 15 repetitions. And then as you progress, you can add another set and another set and another set. So basically you could do anywhere from 3 to 4 sets. I would say keep it high rep. Now, as you progress, you can add weight. So when you're, for instance, when you're doing the step up, you can hold 2 dumbbells. Or if you don't have dumbbells, get 2 cans,
That's right.
2 water bottles, anything with weight. And you just come up and down. And then for the push-up, you don't really need weight because you're actually using your body weight. And then the dips as well, body weight. But the way to make the dip a little more difficult is when you start off performing the dip, start off with the knees bent, so you come down and up. Make sure you don't go further than 90 degrees when you bend the elbow because you don't want to overstretch the shoulder. And then you extend the legs out. So you go down and out, down and up. You can have one leg up, one leg down, and then eventually you can put both legs up. I mean, everything is about progression. When you first start working out, like for instance, if you've never worked out ever, and you want to get moving, start by walking.
Yeah.
Start by walking 10 minutes, if that's all you can do. But the thing is, you have to remain consistent. If you're gonna walk one day and then say, forget it, I'm too tired, and then 2 weeks pass by, you're not consistent, you're not gonna see any type of progression. So remain consistent. Do it 2 to 3 times a week to start, if that's all you can do. And then you're gonna notice that you'll be able to do it more days, and you'll be able to extend the length of time that you're walking. And then eventually you'll be jogging, and hopefully one day running. I mean, I know people who were so overweight and so out of shape, and they started walking, and the next thing you know, they were jogging, and now I know a young lady who's actually running a marathon next month, and she's lost a lot of weight. The key is that you have to want to change. If you don't want to change, nothing's gonna happen. And the truth of the matter is, we're all busy, but we're not busy enough, so busy that we can afford to get sick. Nobody wants to be sick. So I recommend just get moving, get started. I say that all the time, just get moving.
Even
Yeah.
something like, let's say, instead of taking the elevator, go up the steps,
Exactly.
right? Do
It's
some little
small
things
things, little adjustments, that's
that
all,
makes
that's
a
all it
mountain
takes.
later
Right.
on. That's right.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh,
Or
all
park
right.
your car
What's it?
Just
Right.
some-
Debbie,
away from your office.
Debbie and
walk.
Rose.
Debbie Rose. Debbie and Rose, everybody. Thank you very much. Debbie and Rose. Great job. Yeah, so that's great. So we're getting motivated for the springtime, right? I mean, you got to get motivated.
Yeah.
The weather is getting good.
Still freezing
What do you
outside.
think?
It's not really getting better, but
I'm thinking
getting worse
that,
every day.
summer bodies building in winter, so we gotta,
Yeah.
we're gonna work right now.
You were saying to dance. Now, a lot of these people out there, they like to dance, but they don't like to exercise. But you mix both together, right?
Yes, I mixed match, so.
And that's ballet. That's what, like ballet. you know?
Yes, it's ballet movements along with weights. So yes, we sculpt the body, not just with weights or just dancing. We do it both. So
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's all depends on on your goals. So.
Yeah. You go. So.
Do you guys have like a, and I'm sorry for throwing this out, right? And Freddie knows that I always like
Yeah.
jumping into stuff anyway. Right? Do you guys want to add something that you like for people to know? Like, with me, I'm a programmer, right? So I know one of the biggest things about most people sitting in front of a desk, they're always sitting like this, right? And they're always hunched back. A lot of people think that it's just their back. It's not their back. It's actually their shoulders, their chest, their quads, and their hamstrings. They're getting hurt, right? So if you wanted to do something like, let's say, if you're getting shoulder pains, one of the things, my favorite exercise is just get a little water bottle, right? And just do this, 10 reps, right? And then switch hands. And do that like 4 times or even 3 times. And that would actually help your rotating cuff, right? That's one of my favorite things. Do you guys want to share anything like that?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, actually, you can do a lot of things. You can.
Anything that's your favorite. Like, I'm putting you guys on the spot now.
What do you think?
Well, one thing I just would like to add, fitness is great, working out is great, but let's say you have you have a surgery, you can't work out.
Yeah.
Focus on the diet, you can lose a ton of weight and even fat with a very strategic diet, not a healthy diet. Because one thing I hear all the time, and I'm sure we all do, I eat so healthy, but I don't lose weight. It's not healthy. It's strategic, and strategic can be paleo, it can be raw vegan, it can be Atkins. There's so many different things
What
that
about
work.
you juice?
So that can be a part of it. There's so
Juicing.
many different ways to get results.
Yeah.
So finding what works for you. So you can go to a professional that can tell you, because
Yes.
it can take 30 years to learn what works.
Yeah.
It's biology.
Yeah.
But
And
if you
also
can't
try to
work
break
out,
down
don't
your
sweat it.
diets, right? Try to break out your meals.
Try to break down the meals.
Your meals, instead of having just, a lot of people, what they do, is, especially my oldest son, right? He goes out there and he has 1 meal a day, and it's
It
a
can
big
work.
meal.
That
That
can work.
destroys you. But see,
Yeah.
but if you have it, like, let's say, you break that down to 6 meals,
That can
your
work.
body's always running, it's always thinking what's
Right.
going on, right? So it
Right.
actually helps you,
Yeah, you
No.
could do the constant eating, or you
So,
could do
yeah, like-
intermittent fasting, which is only eating for 8 hours, and fasting 16 hours. There's so many ways to be right. So
I
that's good.
normally tell my clients to think of their body as a fireplace.
Yes.
And I use this all the time. My friends can tell you I say this a lot. In order for the fire to stay burning, you have to feed it wood,
Very
right?
nice. Yes.
So the body works in the same fashion. When you don't feed the body, a lot of people think that having that 1 meal when they want to lose weight is the key. No, it's not, because what ends up happening to the body is that it goes into what we call starvation
That's
mode.
right.
So what does the body do? It starts storing fat. So it's counterproductive. You're not really helping your body burn when you're actually telling the body to go into a starvation mode, and it starts to store fat. So you're doing the opposite of what you want.
It stores fat at the same time, starts burning muscle.
Right.
Instead of burning
Exactly.
fat. To try to
And-
compensate on something.
And you have to remember that muscle is, so you can have 5 pounds of fat and 5 pounds of muscle, and the 5 pounds of fat is going to be larger than the muscle because the muscle is dense.
That's right.
It's smaller. So that's why when you see people, I can weigh 115 pounds and someone else can weigh 115 pounds, but our body composition is totally
different, yes.
different. And when you look at us, we look totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think something Jen was saying that, when it comes down to eating, I think a lot of people take different stands. Like, I definitely stand what you're saying. I like, whenever I train somebody, I definitely like making them eat different meals, because that's the way it works for me. And I tell them a lot of times, you try it out. If it works for you, then, you got something going.
And
It's like you have to trick your body, even if you don't want to eat. Sometimes it's better to have that snack,
Right.
so you don't store the fat. So you actually feed your muscle and you use unwanted fat as a store of energy.
And Jen brought up a good point. I mean, you have to figure out what works for you.
That's right.
And sometimes it takes a while.
Yes.
It's
Trial
like
and
trying to
error.
figure out, right,
That's
trial and
right.
error, right.
That's right.
It's like trying to figure out what you're allergic to.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a long time to figure out what the
And there's a lot of
problem is.
misinformation out there.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of
A lot.
good and bad information. At the same time, if you find a trainer who's actually one-to-one with you, who actually is doing this trial and error with you, instead of just saying, oh, do this.
Do this, right.
And, I don't know how you guys feel about supplements, but I try to stay away from all supplements. And I mean, at the same time, as a trainer, I'm not supposed to give any kind of advice on supplements, but I try to keep it just
Yeah, what is it
snacks.
with supplements? You think supplements
I mean, supplement is just a word to add to a diet, so I don't really like to make.
They say you
statements
wash out, like,
about
when
any
you-
supplement. But for example, here's a really good example: the camu berry supplement is just dried berry, and it's a powder, and the body can assimilate it easily. It's bioavailable, and there's really nothing crazy in it. So it probably wouldn't trigger an autoimmune response. It actually is known to help Parkinson's and depression, even multiple sclerosis. It's
It's
really
a
high.
simple-
So camu berry would be a supplement, but it would be crazy. But then name some popular creatine,
Yes.
bodybuilding stuff with weird ingredients that are synthetic, that might trigger an autoimmune response and worsen MS, fibromyalgia, arthritis, chronic fatigue, lupus. It can actually bring on these symptoms majorly.
Well, again, you just have
So
to
supplement
know.
depends on the supplement.
Yes,
Mhm.
your body. Like my experience, I see nothing wrong with the supplements at all.
Yeah.
So you have to shop around, you got to know, have to read the label, what's in it. You have to know, what your body like, what you don't like. And I use safe supplements. Yeah, I
Right.
shop around. I know exactly what I need. So, along with the food.
Yeah.
So.
Is there anybody in the audience that have any questions about
Nutrition.
health
Yeah.
or fitness? Yeah.
How is a gluten-free diet? How important is a gluten-free diet?
How important is a gluten-free diet?
Well, gluten is I call it poison because we don't really need gluten in our diet. So eating clean is the key. So just keep it simple. Nothing processed.
Nothing processed, right?
But also, gluten is another buzzword, like function movement. And you notice like everywhere you go, everybody says, oh, function movement. It means everything to everybody, But same thing with like diet. A diet, every time you hear diet, you think negative. And diet is not negative.
Right.
All it is just what you're eating, But I think a lot of times when people say gluten-free, the reason why it's gluten-free, because some people are allergic to gluten, is not because everybody needs to eat gluten-free. To me, it doesn't affect me in any way.
Right. As long as it's not affecting you,
That's right.
the way you look, it's
Yeah.
totally fine. I mean,
Right.
so you just have to know your body.
I mean, unless you have celiac disease or certain disorders that you really can't,
That's right.
You shouldn't have gluten, then, I mean, a lot of people go on this gluten-free diet because it's the new thing.
That's right, right?
And unless you have gluten sensitivity or you're really allergic to it, there's no reason why you can't have gluten.
That's right. Same thing with peanuts, If you're not allergic to it, you could have it, But like he was saying, a lot of people are getting into this gluten-free. Oh, everything has to be gluten-free. Why?
Right.
I don't know if you guys agree with me.
The studies vary, but I've read 70% of Americans are gluten sensitive. It might be higher. I've heard also 90. It depends on the study. So that's a pretty high that's a pretty high percentage population, and they might not even know it. They might not even be diagnosed with it. Honestly, really, the only way to know if you're gluten-free, if you're gluten intolerant, would be to do a
Yes.
elimination diet
You're
for
right.
21 days.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I think it's a great idea for every single human. Try
To
an
try something
elimination
like that.
diet.
That's
Try
right.
it out, and then you'll know, and you can have optimal health, because it's
Yeah.
really the only way to know if you're gluten sensitive. Can't hurt.
And I just
Can't hurt.
wanted
It's
to add
21
one
days
more
of your life. Might as well
thing.
try it.
A lot of people think that, fitness is just working out. Actually, I think working out maybe 30, 40%, but your nutrition is actually the
80%.
foundation of
Yeah,
everything
it's
else,
pretty
right?
much 85,
Yeah.
90%.
I mean,
Relationships.
that's
85, 90%?
Yeah, correct.
Well, you know the saying, abs are made in the kitchen, not at the
Yeah.
gym, right?
Yes.
You're right.
Definitely.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, look at the transformation that a bodybuilder makes. I mean, for instance, my husband, when he used to compete, I mean, when he was dieting for the show, I literally saw his body transform. And to me, that was an amazing experience, because that's when I started to believe that dieting was really the
It
key.
really is.
And it really, really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
But it also sometimes in fact, we were talking about this in a couple of minutes ago, was even though you look great, you don't feel great. That's, for competition, bodybuilding is awesome. But it's not real. It's not a real life. It's not the way you're going to live every day.
Right.
You're not going to
Yeah.
be that cut up or that shredded every single day. Right? You need real food. And the way, to be a bodybuilder, to go into these competitions, you got to put your body through so much stress.
Yep.
Right? I don't know if you guys agree.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it firsthand.
Yeah, but bodybuilders, they eat clean, they eat consistent, they diet and they actually dry themselves just for the show. It's just for that stage look.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you go back.
Right, you gotta go to a lifestyle change.
Yeah. Yes, and
Right.
it's a good goal. Like you training hard, you diet hard, and then you achieve that certain look, and then you get back to a regular diet. I mean, not that brutal,
Right.
but you just slowly add certain foods back into your diet, and you're fine.
I really give bodybuilders a
about
lot of
sleep?
credit.
Well, we got
Sleep is
another
very
question.
important.
What
Yeah.
about sleep? Sleep.
Rest is
Sleep
very
is very
important.
important.
Extremely
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Most of the
Quality
times,
sleep.
How many hours?
well, it's not per hour. It's really much how much you want to rest your body. Some people
Joe,
may
you
need 5
sleep
hours.
more than a bear.
Yeah, that's true. He naps a lot.
Oh, Joe, you asked that? Oh, I thought.
Oh, I didn't.
Who asked that? Joe, Bananas. Joey Bananas.
Yeah,
asked. Sleep. He sleeps more than a bear.
How many hours you gotta put in?
It depends.
That's
Well,
gonna
for
vary.
me,
Yes.
as
So seven?
someone with an autoimmune
7 hours
disease,
must have.
I need eight hours. And the problem with me is that I can easily fall asleep, but I can't stay asleep. So that's an issue for me. So there's always, I don't sleep continuously during the night. I'm up, I'm down, I'm up and asleep, up and asleep. So that's a problem for me. But I would say if I have 4 hours sleep, forget it, I'm a zombie. I'm useless. Really, I can't function mentally.
I could do with 6.
Isn't it amazing though, when the warmer weather comes, everybody is more
Oh, yeah.
nutrition and more healthier. I guess it has to do with the sun, right? Would you say, Jen?
And we change with the seasons, definitely.
The seasons are
Definitely.
very important.
Vitamin D from the sun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Vitamin D. So does that mean we have to take more vitamin D?
No.
In the winter.
In the
I
winter.
actually, every time you put something that's not real into your body, you're actually breaking that balance. So even though a lot of people that start taking vitamin D, they'll take a lot of it.
Right.
That you start breaking that balance in your body. Right? So if you can, get it from the sun or get it from natural things.
Right.
But don't try to just start taking vitamins out of it. Right? Do you
I
guys agree
agree.
with that?
I mean, some people tend to overdo it. They
Yes.
think that they're helping their bodies and they're not.
They're not.
Especially when they don't consult with their physician. Before you start taking anything, consult with your doctor.
That's right.
I mean, also, we haven't discussed that the most important thing is actually keep yourself hydrated. The water is very important.
Hydration, right? Water, right?
Yes. It's
How much
very
water a
important.
day? A lot of people say you can take as much water as...
I
No,
drink
you-
pretty much almost a gallon every single day.
How many gallons?
64
One,
ounces.
1 gallon.
Oh, 1 gallon. You said, oh, I'll drink the whole pool today.
Yeah, it depends.
I mean, yes.
Yeah. You also,
Water.
You
Yeah.
one thing
have
is
to
water.
drink water even if you don't feel like drinking it, because
Even if you don't feel like like drinking
Yes,
water.
it's gotta be, we have to create a habit. You have to drink water all the time. So sometimes it's a challenge, yeah, you gotta have an access to the bathroom, but it's important.
It's
So-
important to have a lot of, yeah.
Well, so, there's dehydration, overhydration, you know that.
I'm sorry.
Right? There's dehydration.
Could you have an
and
overhydration, like you say?
Overhydration actually is not good for you either, whenever you take too much water into your system. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's a fine line, but
It's a balance.
it's funny, like I
But
thought I
most
knew a
people are
lot.
dehydrated. Yeah.
And the more I started going to like all this, this new courses, went back to school, I'm like, oh my God, now my brain is just like blowing up with so much
Right.
stuff,
Right.
and just like we were saying, you gotta hydrate your body, that's definitely, without a doubt.
Balance with everything.
The-
Protein,
that's
you
right.
don't want to ruin your kidneys, too much protein.
You're right,
You
you're
don't
right.
want to have too many food cravings and feel exhausted by too much water.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a low brain and coagulated thick blood with too little water.
Yes, yes.
but
So it's a
also-
balance. It's
yeah,
science. It's biology.
yeah,
You got to know
correct.
them out.
Do you drink a lot of water, Miranda?
Yeah.
I drink an okay amount. I wouldn't say that I drink
A
as
gallon?
much as I should.
I
You don't
drink
drink a
gallon.
gallon?
No.
I do.
You drink a
64
I
gallon?
drink a lot of
ounces.
water, but there are days that I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say that I'm perfect
I
every
think I
day.
should drink more water, actually.
So you're saying to be conscious of that, right?
yes, you gotta create a habit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you should really never feel thirsty.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you're hydrating
That's right.
properly,
No, but
not-
she's saying even if you don't feel thirsty,
You have
If
to
you didn't
drink
have
it
your
because your
gallon-
body will deliver that water that
Well,
sick you having like a couple hours later. So it's
Yeah.
just what's the right word? It's too late. So you know
Right, that's why I'm saying you should never really
That's
feel
right.
thirsty, because once you're thirsty, it's
that's
a
the
little too
worst
late.
thing
Yes.
for your body.
If you regulate your body to always have hydration, you should never feel thirsty,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Everything in
it's-
balance, like
Yeah.
Yeah, balance.
like they
Yeah,
were saying.
yeah.
Everything in moderation.
Well, we're talking health and fitness, and we're getting ready for the springtime. So everybody that's watching the show, right, Miranda, we gotta get back
We're
in
almost out of
shape.
time, right?
It's almost that time. And maybe we could do a little more exercise out on the floor. You wanna
Do you guys want
go
to tell
out
them
and
where to go?
exercise?
Freddie, do you want them to tell them where to go, like visit a site?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, what is your site to go to?
To find out more about, the way
about
you
you?
train?
Your website?
Oh, to the website, abkbody.com.
ABK.
abkbody.com.
All right, what's yours, Jen?
Well,
Yeah.
at Life with Genergy.
Energy.
At Life with Genergy.
Genergy,
Yeah.
Genergy. And Barbara?
I'm at www.foreveragelessny.com.
And you could go to my site, it's vo2maxfitness.info.
That info. All right, are we ready? How much time we got? All right, let's do some exercise. Pump it up. All right, we'll see you next time, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Thank you.
Who do you like TV? Fred Coscia, Miranda Panda, Alesya, Jen, Barbara, and Dave. Love
Thank you,
out
everybody.
there.
Take care.
Jam it up. Let's do some exercise. Come on. You gotta get in shape for the summer.